Today, I want to go over the top 6 upgrades so far for the iPhone 16 models, including the iPhone 16 Ultra and the iPhone 16 Pro. Join me as we talk more about these 6 upgrades, and of course I'll be giving you the latest information on the iPhone 16 Pro release date and price too. So, new Macs have been announced and we're super excited to get them. But what about next year's iPhone 16 models? Today what I want to do is I want to talk about the top 6 upgrades that are coming to the iPhone 16 Pro models. And first of all, I want to talk about an upgrade to the camera sensor, and specifically that is the ultra wide camera sensor. We've been told that the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max or 16 Ultra will get the love for its ultra wide sensor as the same as we got with the normal wide sensor. And this means it will be upgraded to a 48 megapixel ultra wide camera lens for higher resolution photos with more detail when shooting at 0.5 times mode or that type of zoom, according to Jeff Pugh. For my thoughts around this, I'm super excited that Apple are finally giving that love to that sensor. At the end of the day, when I'm taking, say, landscape photos with it, when I have my phone like this, you know, the picture quality is really good, but I know it could be far better. And the same, for example, if you do like a big group photo, like on a wedding day or something like this, it'd be better for that ultra wide camera lens to be even more crispier with its pictures too. But this isn't the only camera upgrade we're going to be getting. We also know about another one, and it's to do with that 5 times telephoto zoom that we have already inside the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So as I already mentioned, the iPhone 15 Pro Max got that new tetraprism lens with that 5 times optical zoom. But we've been told this is now going to be expanded to both the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max or Ultra, according to Min-Chi Kuo, who is a very reliable leaker for iPhone information. For my thoughts, I was a little bit disappointed this year that the normal iPhone 15 Pro didn't get that 5 times zoom, and I'm really glad that Apple are pushing it out now to both of the models. And I think the main reason this is happening is to do with upgrade number 3, and that is we've been told we're going to be getting a whole new design for all of the iPhone Pro models next year. So forgive me that I have mentioned this before, but the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Ultra Pro Max will be equipped with that larger 6.3 inch and 6.9 inch displays, according to Ross Young. The devices are expected to have a taller aspect ratios as part of this change, but by comparison, the normal iPhone 15 Pro at the moment has a 6.1 inch display and the 15 Pro Max has a 6.7 inch display. For my thoughts behind this, I think it's about time that Apple are doing this. You know, they can't bring out the same design for a 5th year or the 5th model. This is the 4th model to have basically the same design ever since the iPhone 12 design. And Apple really do need to update their design. So I'm glad this move is coming, and it definitely looks like we are going to be getting a change in design. And obviously all of those other upgrades are going to fit inside of this. But there is also another upgrade I want to talk about, and that is to do with connectivity. And this is to do with upgrade number 4, and this is to do with Wi-Fi connectivity. So again, according to Jeff Pugh, the top models of the iPhone 16 models will get Wi-Fi 7 and will be one of the first Apple devices to get this. This would enable the device to send and receive data over 2.4, 5 and 6 gigahertz band simultaneously, resulting in faster Wi-Fi speeds. And it will also mean lower latency and more reliable connectivity. Wi-Fi 7 is expected to offer peak transfer speeds of over 40 gigabits per second. So that is a 4 times increase over Wi-Fi 6E, what we currently have, say, in the iPhone 15 Pro models. For my thoughts, again, as technology evolves, Apple has to follow suit. So I'm really, really glad that Wi-Fi 7 is coming to the new iPhones next year. But there's also another connectivity upgrade coming, and this is upgrade number 5, and it's to do with 5G. Again, for the 16 Pro models, it seems like that Qualcomm Snapdragon's X75 modem for faster and more power efficiency 5G connectivity is coming, again, according to Jeff Pugh. The modem will support the new 5G Advanced standard, which has been described as the next phase of 5G and is on its way of the evolution towards 6G connectivity until it actually comes out. For my thoughts, again, just like the Wi-Fi upgrade, I'm really glad this is coming. It means that even when you're out and about, connectivity is going to be even better and even faster, what sounds really, really cool. And it's future-proofing the iPhone for a good number of years. But then this now leads to upgrade number 6, and it's to do with everything what's going in the heart of the iPhone, and that is the new A18 chipsets. So, Apple's next generation A18 Pro chip is expected to be manufactured with TSMC's second generation 3nm process known as N3E. Now, we have the first generation chipsets at the moment, 3nm, what is called N3B, and at the moment it didn't give us that big boost in performance and efficiency that we were hoping it would get. And it looks like that N3E may be the answer for this. For my thoughts, the A chips are always ahead of the game in mobile performance, and it looks like Apple are wanting to keep on track with that, and it looks like that possibly next year we're going to see those efficiencies and those performances that we were expecting this year in the iPhone 15 Pro models, and they're just coming out next year instead. And with that, before I continue on, now is a good time more than ever to mention that all leaks and reports that you see here are not 100% proof that they will come true with the new iPhone. I can only present you what reports or information and renders that are out there. So basically, the renders that are being created here are based off those sort of leaks and reports that you are seeing out there. So the final iPhone may not look like this. However, if you are still watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what is being said about the next iPhone anyway. So then guys, just before we talk about the release date, I quickly just want to talk to you about the giveaway that is happening on this channel, and that giveaway is for this. It is for an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber in the last week of December this year. So this is going to be between December 25th and the 31st of December, and all you have to do to enter into this international giveaway, so it's available to everybody in the world, is all you have to do is put down in the comments below of what technology gear or Apple gear, any gear of technology you're planning to buy before the end of 2023 or maybe even into 2024. Put it down in the comments below to enter in. And also at the same time too, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be doing a live stream in that last week of December, and you'll want to find out if you're going to be the winner for this iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, one thing I also just want to quickly say, sadly there's still scammers, spammers, people impersonating me, telling you to WhatsApp you, Telegram them, and also part with money to pay for shipping. This is not me at all. I'll be paying for shipping fees and everything like that, all the taxes too. But if you do see any of these scammers out there, please do report them like you can see right here. And with that guys, let's now talk about the release date for the iPhone 16 models. Now for release date, as it's so early, we cannot fully predict the exact date of when it will be for the iPhone 16 Ultra. However, one thing we can be sure of, just like the iPhone 15, where we actually had the Wonderless event actually happening in September time, it is most likely it's going to be exactly the same for the iPhone 16, just like it was for the iPhone 14, the 13 and the 12 as well. Normally all of these events happen around September time unless something really big is happening in the world to prevent it from happening, just like in 2020 with COVID-19. But without this then, generally speaking, Apple like to do their event around about mid-September time or the earlier sort of mid-September time, and then normally release their sort of iPhones around about 10 days later. So at the moment, predict that it will probably be around about sort of mid-September, and then probably a week later, so in the early sort of 20s of the sort of September time, that you'll be able to get your hands on the brand new iPhone 16 models. But of course, as we get even closer to the actual release date, I'm sure more details will come in of the actual date of when it's going to be happening, and of course I will let you know when the exact date is going to be. So the other part of the equation after the release date is obviously the price. Now, one thing I'm going to say right now, if we are going to be getting a brand new designed iPhone, what I talked about earlier, it does probably mean the price is going to be increased. At the end of the day, before you start throwing things at your phone or your screen or whatever like this, technically Apple have not increased the price of any of their iPhones over the last sort of 5 or 6 years. At the end of the day, ever since we got the iPhone XS Max, for example, the XS Max, whatever you want to call it, it started at $1,199, and that was back then to get the 128 gigabyte option, because there was a 64 gigabyte option. And obviously times have changed, and then, you know, the actual storage has evolved, and now today with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, if you want to get the 256 gigabyte model, the starting model, guess what? It starts at $1,199. And over those years, we've had inflation and things like this. And at the end of the day, Apple have kept the price exactly the same. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, in my country, it costs more. But the main reason probably behind that is probably your currency, is the weight of your currency towards the US dollar. If the currency is weaker towards the US dollar, the price will go up, sadly. And also, you've got things like import fees and taxes too. At the end of the day, Apple have to make the same amount of profit for every iPhone they sell, whether it's in the US, the UK like I am here, India, any other country in the whole world. It all means the same. They've got to make the same amount of profit. And so for them to increase the price maybe a little bit more, and I believe it's probably going to go up by another $100, like I say, it is the first time in around 5 to 6 years that this has actually happened. So don't feel too deflated that this is going to probably happen next year. It's because we've known it's been coming for a long, long time. But with that too, guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it and you haven't liked these new 6 upgrades that are coming to the iPhone 16 Pro models, make sure you press the like button. And also at the same time, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, because we've got a lot of Mac ones coming out in the next week, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.